Good afternoon, members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Dr. Jeanette Jackson, President Dr. David M. Johnson, Merritt College faculty, administrators, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the Merritt College class of 2022. My name is Dr. Lilia Chavez, Vice President of Student Services at Merritt College. I'm honored to welcome you to Merritt College's 2022 commencement. It makes me incredibly proud to see so many students improving their lives through the power of education. Well done, graduates of 2022. Next, we will hear from Jeretha Miller singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, and congratulations to the Merritt College class of 2022. My name is Lauren Taylor, and it is my privilege and honor to represent this incredible district, District 6, which includes Merritt College, in Oakland City Hall. Thank you, President Johnson and the Commencement Committee, for your invitation, allowing me the opportunity to provide a few congratulatory remarks. But before doing so, I would be remiss to not acknowledge the incredibly dedicated faculty and staff here at Merritt and across the Peralta Colleges District. I am the son of a proud Peralta Colleges graduate, and even though I don't have a degree from Merritt myself, I was fortunate to take many classes here, classes that gave me the knowledge and skills that I still draw on today. Thank you, faculty and staff, for your consistency and how you show up for these scholars and so many more. Again, congratulations to the graduating class of Merritt College 2022. I am similarly inspired by your stories, your perseverance, accomplishments, and the impact you are having. You have persevered in ways that we couldn't have anticipated under this global pandemic. To have completed your academic studies and earned your degree is a huge accomplishment under any circumstances, let alone these challenging ones that we have faced over the past couple years. You have persevered through the ups and downs and the stops and starts of school closures and reopenings, testings and vaccinations, and you have faced your own personal challenges. In some cases, the loss of jobs, and worst of all, the loss of loved ones. Your resilience that brought you through to see this accomplishment will undoubtedly serve you well as you go on to the next phase in your life. And you will definitely accomplish so much more, and your impact will be that much greater. You are carrying on a deep legacy of academic achievement, professional leadership, and social activism. Birthed right here at Merritt College was the Black Panther Party and so many more social movements. I am excited about the tremendous impact that you will have as you continue on in that legacy and heritage. Personally, as a kid from Oakland, while I was trained to be a professional problem solver, first a biomedical engineer and then a business management consultant, I knew that the legacy of public service ingrained in me would not allow me to be satisfied until I was applying my skills and my talents towards solving the tough problems that directly impact the lives of others. I'm now fortunate to be able to help lead our city in addressing our toughest challenges, from homelessness and housing affordability to public safety and the rise in violent crime, to the lack of economic opportunities that faces too many of our neighbors, residents, family members, and friends. I'm excited about my opportunity to step up and lead my hometown, and even more excited about the opportunity to roll up sleeves in partnership with you as you build on the foundation you have gained at Merritt College and continue on to improve your personal life, to broaden the impact on your family, and to create the much needed change that we need here in Oakland and beyond. Again, congratulations on this incredible milestone. I look forward to seeing what comes next in your life and your career trajectory. Be well and God bless.
Now we will have welcoming remarks. I take great pleasure in introducing the following speakers. Honorable Dr. Cindy Napoli Abellariz, President of the Peralta Community College District Board of Trustees. Dr. Jeanette Jackson, Chancellor of the Peralta Community College District. Dr. Denise Richardson, Vice President of Instruction. Ms. Tashetta Henry, Classified Senate President. Dr. Thomas Renberger, Academic Senate President. Ms. Lisa Hogan, President of the Associated Students of Merritt College.
Congratulations, graduates. What an honor and privilege it is for me to be here celebrating you, each and every one of you, on this momentous day. It's a precious time when we can finally celebrate your work, your sacrifices, and your accomplishments, everything that brought you to this particular point here and now. And today I know the feelings that are going on in your body and in your mind are both exciting and daunting, both overwhelming and exhilarating, real and surreal. I know that it's a day that seemed so far away when you first started, and here it is, right now, at this particular moment. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the fact that you all are graduating during uncertain times. We've lived through 2.5 years of a crippling pandemic that has lost 1 million lives in the United States. A shooting this weekend in Buffalo, New York, that has demonstrated how pervasive hatred and racism are in our society. The potential overturning of Roe versus Wade and Russia's attack on Ukraine. These are definitely uncertain times. And yet, graduates, this is exactly why being here today, celebrating each and every one of you, is such a privilege and such a gift. It's because in these uncertain times, your graduation is a sparkling, powerful, glittering light. A light, a beacon in the wilderness of chaos. Graduates, remember what brought you to this point today. It was your relentless and resilient spirit. It was your hard work and focus and your desire to become the person you set out to be. Continue to shine even brighter and even more powerfully in these uncertain times, because you've got this, and we know you've got this. On behalf of the Peralta Community College Board of Trustees, and with utmost admiration and adulation, we congratulate you, class of 2022. Congratulations.
Hello, Peralta community. I am Dr. Jeretha Jackson, and I'm proud to serve as the interim chancellor of the Peralta Community College District. On behalf of the district and the Board of Trustees, it is my absolute honor to congratulate you, the members of the class of 22, on your graduation achievements. You are why the employees of the district come to work every day, to help you on your journey by supporting you through the educational process. So I want to acknowledge our district employees, the faculty, the classified professionals, and the administrators who work so hard to help you get here. No journey is taken alone. It takes a village, and you will always be part of the Peralta family. Graduation is also a time for reflection. Being a student in the time of COVID, well, that was tough, but you are tough. It takes special character to do what you have done, to stay focused on your studies, to stay committed to learning, and to graduate, even when the world around you may have felt like it was falling apart. I am reminded of the myth of the phoenix. According to legend, the phoenix was a bird that did not lay eggs, but rather would burst into flames, emerging from the ashes as a beautiful new creature. It is a symbol of renewal and of regeneration. I believe you are emerging from the studies of the Peralta colleges like a brilliant new being, a phoenix, ready to take on the world, and I am so proud of you. I leave you with a poem I received from a friend upon my own graduation, and that I keep as a reminder of the vagaries of life, its ups and downs. The author is unknown, and it is entitled The Perseverance Poem, and some of you may have heard it before. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but do not quit. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things go wrong that you must not quit. To the class of 2022, you have shown unbelievable resilience and perseverance just to get here. And while graduation is an important milestone, I'm really excited about your future. I know you're going to rise like a phoenix, no matter what happens, and you will soar. You already have. So congratulations again to each and every one of you, the class of 2022, and thank you.
To the graduating class of 2022, I'm Tom Renbarger. I'm a professor of physics and astronomy at Merritt College, and I'm also the Academic Senate President. On behalf of the faculty at Merritt College, I want to congratulate each of you for completing your work and finishing your studies here at Merritt College, and wish you the best wherever your educational journey might lead you. As I like to say, when I summarize the mission of Merritt College, we teach to the 100%, and your success is important to all of us. If you were to ask your faculty, your professors, why they do this, why they teach at Merritt College, it's for you. It's because we want to see you succeed, and we derive immense gratification whenever we hear of any success stories. I know that this has been a challenging time. Some of you, as you're finishing up, have probably done a majority or possibly even all of your studies in this pandemic condition. And your perseverance is to be commended. So once again, on behalf of the faculty of Merritt College, congratulations and best of luck wherever your path takes you.
Greetings, administrators, faculty, classified, families, and most of all, the graduating class of 2022. My name is Tashada Henry, and I am the Classified Senate President and fellow alumni of Merritt College. As I wear my 2015 Merritt graduation attire before you, I am reminded of the challenges you have had to face. Embrace the milestones of your educational accomplishments that have brought you here today, because it all started with the decision you have made to take a chance on yourself. Today proves that you have made the right choice and that you already have everything you need inside of you to persevere towards completion, achieve what you desire, and prove to yourself that you deserve to fulfill the dreams of your ancestors, families, communities, and most of all, your own dream. Your time with us at Merritt was only a dress rehearsal to prepare you for the life ahead that you desire to achieve. It is through your dress rehearsal with us that you have learned how to press through challenging curriculum, pivot through learning obstacles, and strive with the belief that you are capable and deserve to grace this graduating moment of your lives. There is an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. We at Merritt College would like to personally thank you for allowing us to serve you, partake in your educational journey, and celebrate your graduation with you today. We appreciate the opportunity that you have given us to go far with you, and we will continuously cheer you on as you go even further in your endeavors. In closing, congratulations, class of 2022, and we wish you success as you continue to embark in your future endeavors. May you continuously excel in the college of life, graduate well at every level of your life, and earn honors that you so deserve. Always remember, the sun does not ask for permission to shine, and neither should you. So again, congratulations, class of 2022.
Congratulations, class of 2022, you made it. My name is Lisa Hogan, and I am the student body president of the ASMC here at Merritt. It is my honor to be delivering words of wisdom and well wishes as you embark on the next chapter of your life. For many of you, this next chapter jumps straight into the workforce, where you will be met with a new set of life challenges. And I am confident that your time here at Merritt College has prepared you more than well for that. For others, many of you will be continuing your academic journey elsewhere. You too will be met with new challenges, but I am confident and proudly knowing that as a graduate of Merritt College, you have already set yourself up for success. The tools that you have gained here in your academic endeavors are tools that you can use for a lifetime. These include time management, teamwork, critical thinking, communication, problem solving, and many more skills that you have mastered. You take that with you far in life. No matter what career path you have chosen, understand that there will be many more times you feel defeated, but always continue to fight for your happiness and success. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. Life will always throw you curveballs, and having compassion for others will come back to you in tenfold in the time of need. Never, ever forget that there is always tomorrow and always a chance to hit reset and start over again, just like I have. And never forget that each and every one of you are winners, no matter if you take a loss. For if there is no loss, how can we measure success? If there is anything from your time you have here that I hope you have gained, it is this. Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey along the way. Understand that every battle will be won, and you will always survive the war. Be confident in who you are and what you stand for, and never waver and never forget. Always be open to learning and evolving, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck. And remember, you are the author of your own stories. Congratulations again to class of 2022. Bye-bye.
Thank you to our speakers for all your encouraging words. Now I am thrilled to present our college president, Dr. David Miles Johnson, to give his address to the class of 2022.
Greetings, Merritt College graduates. My name is David M. Johnson, and I have the honor of serving as the president of Merritt College. I stand here today having the privilege and pleasure of congratulating you on your outstanding accomplishment. To say that we are proud of you would be an understatement, given everything that you have had to overcome to achieve this educational goal. You all were thrusted into a set of circumstances that no one could have anticipated. But much like those students who made it through other challenging periods in our nation's history, such as the Great Depression or World Wars, you persevered. So please know this, your determination will serve as an inspiration for generations of students to come. Moreover, my heart swells with pride and excitement when I contemplate what you are yet to achieve as you embark on the rest of your academic and professional journey. If the old adage is true, and a tree must be judged by the fruit that it bears, then I take great comfort in the knowledge that you all will go out into the world and make your mark. As Merritt College graduates, you not only shape the identity of this institution, you constitute its soul. So as you leave here, please remember this. You must be fearless and undeterred in the pursuit of your goals. You must dream big and then challenge yourself to go out and get what you just envisioned. You must take the knowledge that you've attained, the experience that you've gained, and the relationships that you've forged to spur you on to greatness. That is what being a Merritt College graduate means. That is what we expect of you. And that is what your family and community need from you. Finally, I want to share something with you that I say at every graduation I attend, and that is calling attention to the importance of this robe that I'm wearing. You may not have one on right now, but you must never forget that you've earned the right to wear it, and that's no small thing, because there are only 3 vocations that entitle one to wear this robe. Our clergy, who we entrust with inspiring our faith and inculcating our values. The judges, who we entrust with maintaining our laws and opposing injustice. And our scholars, who we entrust with maintaining our knowledge and advancing our understanding. So Merritt College class of 2022, please allow me to welcome you to the company of scholars. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Congratulations, class of 2022. You understood the assignment, and today is your day to shine. Each year when I speak to students at graduation, I like to share one word that I hope they remember. This year, that word is legacy, which is defined as the richness of the individual's life, including what that person accomplished and the impact they had on people and places. Ultimately, the story of a person's life reflects the individual's legacy. Today marks an important moment in your life because you have demonstrated a commitment to yourself and to your future that is now part of your legacy. As a graduate of Merritt College, you've come full circle, from idea to plan to action to completion. This is a formula for success that you can implement again and again, because you know you have what it takes to persevere and to thrive, sometimes while enduring considerable challenges. Today, your achievement is on full display for your family, for your friends, and for your community. Because of you, they are proud and they are encouraged. Because of you, they have reason to believe that they too can realize their dreams of academic and career success. You are inspiring a ripple effect for some and a sea change for others. Remember that true education doesn't make you superior. It makes you thoughtful, resourceful, and resilient. Resist being rigid about your best ideas and be open to wisdom from humble places. Charles Darwin brilliantly stated that it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So, as you continue living your story and building your legacy, I encourage you to do so purposefully, with love, compassion, and integrity. Think about what really matters to you and find a way to support it to the fullest. Imagine yourself in a career that brings you the greatest joy and gratification. Educate yourself on how to get there, and then do the work. Imagine your ideal community. Then become the one that continuously cultivates the love and respect of people around you, because you help them to be their best selves. This is not a call to perfection. Rather, it is the call to be authentic, to have integrity, to be grateful for your gifts and blessings, and to be bold and brave in pursuing your goals, and to give lavish grace to yourself and others. So long, class of 2022. Be safe, be bold, be joyful.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Lilia Chavez. I'm the Vice President of Student Services. Greetings, graduates. I would like to start by acknowledging the Creator, your ancestors, family, and community. I want to remind you that you had a vision that you approached with passion, and the pandemic did not stop you. You are here today to celebrate your triumphs, your achievements, and victories you embarked on towards your future endeavors. Each one of you has had your own unique experience at Merritt College, and graduation marks the end of yet another extraordinary chapter in your lives. With this chapter closing, I'm certain that many of you are already anxious about starting the next one, because unlike a book, we cannot skip through the pages of life to see how long the next chapter is going to take. We all have our own book of life that has not yet been written, and every day that passes, it's another page you write. Luckily, you have been given the tools to continue writing your story. Your hard work has finally paid off. It is time to take the knowledge that you have gained and apply it to pursue your future endeavors. For some, that may be the continuation of your education, and for others, It is the start of their chosen profession. Whatever path you take, we look forward to the amazing things that you will be doing in the future for your family, friends, and community. Today is your special day. Celebrate it with love in your family and be blessed. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Academic tradition requires that we recognize students who distinguish themselves by achieving the highest honors of scholarship in the graduating class. These individuals are honored by having achieved the highest academic GPA of 4.0. The Valedictorian is an academic title given to the student with the highest ranking grade point average among their graduating class. I would like to acknowledge our valedictorians for the class of 2022. I now present our valedictorian and salutatorian.
Good evening, I'm Pamela Samuels. As a proud Merritt College student, I am honored to represent the class of 2022 as your valedictorian speaker. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to welcome our pillars of support here at Merritt College. President Dr. David Johnson. Never have I seen a more involved and supportive president than yourself, and we truly thank you. To the Merritt College administration, faculty, and staff, each and every one of you poured your heart and soul into us as your students. Merritt College is the campus of our hearts. You lifted us up and gave us the keys to unlock our successful endeavors. In the face of this pandemic, Merritt College needed to stand strong and make an imprint on the lives of the students who were brave enough to take a step forward towards their educational goals. Merritt College rose to the occasion. You did not accept mediocrity, and we, the students, accepted the challenge. Together, we were victorious. Finally, we welcome our family, our friends, those that couldn't be here, and our loved ones who we hold close to our hearts and whom we miss every day. You help us to define our why. You inspire us to believe that all things are possible. My fellow graduates, I would like to tell you a story about hope and one of resilience. In 2007, 8 months after my mom passed away from cancer, and caring for her through a 3-year battle to survive, I was diagnosed with incurable cancer. My son, he was only 7 years old, and his first response to my diagnosis was, "Are you going to die?" Those words and the look in his eyes as he asked this question shook me to my core, and they solidified a determination that I would live. No one knew my oncologist gave me a life expectancy of 5 years. I never told anyone. To speak it would make it real, and that would not be my destiny. This cancer adventure, as I have labeled my journey, has required many steps to survive. My first step was allowing myself to grieve what would now be my fate for the rest of my life. When I heard the words, "You have cancer," I excused myself, found a quiet corner, and dropped to my knees to cry my pain. I remember getting up off that floor, drying my tears, walking back to the examining room, and laying out my plan for survival. I knew on that day that giving up would never be an option. I had a son, and I would live. This decision would become my most important step in my survival. Many would say that living life with a rare, incurable, lifelong cancer is a significant challenge. I design it to be an opportunity to make a choice in how I live in the face of adversity, choosing to embrace every single moment. This is an opportunity to inspire those around me, to teach my son the true values of life, and to live my life fully without regrets. Fighting daily to survive cancer comes with hardship, and it comes with fear. But my will to live is stronger, and I'll never give up. I carry the same determination to ensure I reach my academic goals and excel while acquiring my degrees. I have an unshakable focus on surviving cancer, thriving as an academic scholar, and turning the significant challenge into my life's greatest reward. We all have stories, don't we? We all have our life plans to order and to survive and to conquer. What is your story? What was your challenge? What choices did you make? And what sacrifices have you had to make in order to receive your diploma today? In life, when adversities are placed in front of us, we have two options: to give up or to choose to live life to its fullest. I chose to live life in the face of adversity, and you did too, or we would not be here together today as the graduating class of 2022. What is your why? What is your reason for being? Do you ask yourself these questions? I'd like to share with you an invitation to live your life authentically. This poem was written by Araya Mountain Dreamer and is entitled The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for your adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you've been opened by life's betrayals, or have you become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine and your own, without moving to hide it, fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and your toes, without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself, if you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul, if you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty, even when it's not pretty every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you make. I want to know if you can get up after the night of despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed your children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. I'm going to ask you again, what is your why? Throughout my entire educational journey here at Merritt College, my why has been imagining myself crossing the stage, receiving my diploma, and seeing my son sitting there proud of his mom. He inspires me to be the best version of myself and is my motivation to never give up. Hearing my son Isaiah's words, "I'm proud of you, Mom," is my why and cherished more than any medal I have earned to date. So what is your why? How do you want to be remembered? What will be your legacy? Here's what I want you to know. It doesn't matter if you've earned shiny medals to hang around your neck. Your personal rewards earned by showing up and doing life authentically are far greater in value. If you have ever not felt heard, I want you to know you are heard. If you have ever not felt valued, I want you to know that you are valued. If you've ever felt like you are not enough, you need to hear me when I tell you, you are enough. We are enough. You are prepared for this next step in your journey. Do not let fear or self-doubt paralyze you from taking action. Just do it. I promise that you're enough. Muniba Mazari once said, I don't know how my story will end, but nowhere in my text will it ever read, "I gave up." What will the next chapter in your life be? And what will you write in your book of life? At every point in your life, you personally have the power to decide how your story is going to end. I challenge you today to live your life authentically, live your life bravely, and live your life fearlessly, even in the face of adversity. We are the graduating class of 2022, and giving up is not an option. Congratulations, graduates. Always believe in yourself. You do make a difference.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for choosing me as this year's recipient of the President's Medallion Award. I am honored to receive this award as my journey has been very bittersweet. I have overcome many obstacles to get here, but I remain focused and persevere. I knew I had to be the change that I wanted to see in the future, as well as motivate all those around me, and I knew that can only be done by leading by example. I want to thank my counselors, professors, peers, as well as all of those who supported and believed in me during this tumultuous journey. Also, to my best friend, Renee King. I am grateful to have finished what you started by graduating college in your honor. Last but not least, I would like to thank my parents. Though they are not here physically, I know that they have been rooting me on from heaven every step of the way. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for the moral values that you have instilled in me. Thank you for the unconditional love and support you have shown me. I knew I wanted to make you proud by becoming a first-generation college student. Let this serve as a glimmer of hope to any and everyone that no matter what hand you've been dealt, you can disrupt the status quo. You can overcome trials and tribulations, and you can achieve greatness. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022. We did it.
Let us again congratulate our Merritt's valedictorians and salutatorian on their academic accomplishments. Graduates and guests, in your commencement program, you will notice small stars next to some of the names. These stars signify the honors that students have received based on their cumulative grade point average. Graduates with a 3.75 to 4.0 GPA have 3 stars next to their name and have received highest honors. Graduates with a 3.5 to 3.74 GPA have 2 stars next to their name and have received high honors. If we were having a traditional ceremony, you would notice some of the students are wearing gold stoles and tassels. These students have a grade point average of 3.5 or higher also. And some are members of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, Beta Theta Lambda chapter for 2-year colleges. Graduates earning a 3.25 to 3.49 GPA have received honors and have 1 star next to their name. At this time, I would like to ask all students with a 3.25 to 4.0 GPA and students wearing gold stoles and tassels to please stand and be recognized. It is now my honor to certify the candidates of the graduating class of 2022. There are several graduates who have earned multiple degrees and certificates. Each degree will be printed in the commencement program and on their personal slide. Please stand to be recognized as we congratulate you for such an accomplishment. President Johnson, Chancellor Jackson, and honorable members of the Board of Trustees, I would now like to present the 2022 candidates for degrees and certificates of Merritt College.
أصيل عبد الوهاب، بثينة عبدو، نيوي أفردو، مزغان أحمدي، نبات أحمد، ماجي دارلين أريز، إيمان الصراري، أدهم مطيع العسكري، منيرة التولي، برا العودي مروة العودي مودة العودي Elizabeth Alcala غزلان الدباشي ميرا الجبري سمر الغزالي Shelby Allen بن حميش Allen مزنة المحسني مالي القريشي Luis Alvarez Maria Ignacia Alvarez Sarah Rebecca Alvarez Kingsley Aminawan Sophia Ammar Khudja Catherine Ammons Besrat and Maryam Samuel Poku Apia Mujda Arkuzi Guadalupe Arcega Darlene Arvelo Diana Lydia Ortega Sarai Ashley Katia Avila Vanessa Ayala Luis Ayala Nura Azeb Ayman Badr Ilaria Bagnulio Courtney Baker Nora Barich Grushong Katana Barnes Alexandra Barquin Janet Baraza Dejanay Bates Batru Batsikhan Elizabeth Ann Battle Kilner David Alexander Buford Sr. Louisa Bellabachi Jeannie Bello Mana Tike Bare Aliyah Barrow Jamuna Biswa Ganga Biswa Zena Blackwood Dakota Sean Blair Davion Keith Bland Isaiah Imani Blanks Laura Melinda Bloom Kyle Patrick Bloomster Alexis Bornacelli Nasima Bosley Dahabia Baoud Natoya Fatma Bryce Jefferson Asia Brooks Autumn Milana Joy Brown Verna Brown Gabriel St. John Brown Aziza Brumfield Yasmin Buenrostro New Ann Buell Yolanda Burns. Rashard Aman Bush. Daniel Butler. Edith Medina. Raquel Cabrera Gomez. Linda Caucasian. Karen Cage. Nimrod Kane. Susana Calmo Mendoza. Jose Gustavo Campos Salguero. Alyssa Cano. Sarah Cardenas. Stacy Carlson. April Snowsonia May Carr. Latoya Carter. Charles Milton Carter. Annabelle Casillas. Jenna Cassell. Samantha Castellanos. Veronica Castillo. Kyra Malia Serta. George Cervantes. Samia Shaffa. Monica Chan. Sarah Allison Tom Chan. Changling Chan. Dewana Crystal Cheney. Aaron Cam Chanthavong. Marybeth Chow.
Lisette Chavez. Marta Chavez Gomez.
Julia Turnova.
Shailin Chai. Daniel Chin. Desiree Chu. James Choice. Dina Christie. Erica Yen Chu. Michael Chung. Marcus Terrell Clayton. Kelsey Agnes Lee Clyde. James Cobb Jr. Tony Linda Cobb's triplet. Tobias Kalea Conkran. Christina Jess Kofi. Carolina Cordero. Carmen D. Cortez. Davon Marshawn Crawford. Maxwell G. Crookston. Devine Marshai Crowder. Adriana Cruz. Catherine Crystal. Emilia Cuevas. Muda. Mohamed Dalvi. Anthony Davila. Thomas Davis. Rollin Davis. Lakeisha Dawkins. Olga Adnovna de Leon. Pema Dolma de Kang. Precious del Rosario. María del Toro. Ana Victoria de la Cruz. Haley Delaney. Dominique Elizabeth Diaz. Viet Ding. Heidi D.P. Bo. Rajni Dissabar. Aladdin Disdar-Rivik. Yaman Dobashi. Giselle Doe Parker. Miriam Dominguez Ortega. Anume Douglas. Jess Drez. Chelsea Drescher. Nalia Imara Adia Dulan. Brianna Dunn. Denise Duong. Jessica Duran. Fanny Dutton. Andres Echiandia. Atefesata Eftekari. Ariana Renee Elder. Leslie Enario. Alana Germain Ingaya. Leora Engel. Nelson E. Enriquez. Brenda Escobar. Mariana Esparraz. Edgar Estrada. Joanna Estrada. Jasmine Estrada. Keith Evans Jr. Ola Fayad. Alicia Featherston. Yodit Mahari Fezasain Dasfazgi. Sione Phyllis. Kirsten Furman. Iris Marie Fitzpatrick. Lauren Fleer. Caitlin Fleur. Mirza Flores. Lorena Ignacia Ford. Demaria Anthony L.C. Fort. Anastasia Forte. Kiana F. Foster. Laura Franco Romero. Micaela Franklin. Vanessa Ann Freddy. Jacqueline Fregoso. Casimir. Katie Galepiu. Shuandon Gun. Catalan Gabu Nuan. Cynthia Aracelis Garcia. Griselda Garcia. Jessica Garcia. Lillian Garcia Tista. Grace Kristen Garner. Kashaka Garrett. Martin Raymond Gasca. Lala Gatlin. Sarah Pauline Goucher, Rhoda Ye Gibori, Laura J. Geller, Cody Getwer, Musei Gersger,
Vanessa Gil Perez, Michelle Denise Gibson Cortez, Jennifer Godsack, Yasim Erim Gotikin, Garrett Joseph Gomez, Salma Araceli Gomez Fuentes, Brenda Gómez Cedaño, Angélica Gómez Méndez, Feliz B. Gonden Cruz, Rubén Darío González, Deborah Gold, Marisela Graciliano, Antonio Grant II, Talia Antoinette Green, Jasmine Jada Janae Green, Alicia Greer,
Isair A. Greer Christopher,
Kriana Tana Griffin, Matthew Grisso, Sandy Guatalbonza, Angie Catherine Guatalbonza Rayo, Alondra Guerra, Elda Marisol Guillén, Jeanette Yvette Guisar, Tia Moraya Guzman, Yasmin Habib, Zakia Hachud, Deja Renee Hamilton, Jacqueline Hamoud, Sabra Dajay Hanif, Tamila Tenzia Hardley, Amelia Patimasan Harmon, Peace Harmony, Rashonda Denise Harris, Robin Harris, Rosario Harris Watson, Chiawi He, Winking He, Wilda Heger, Christina Hendrickson, Melissa Hernandez, Vanessa Hernandez, Claudia Hernandez, Richard Cyril Hernandez, Brenda Berenice Hernandez, Giselle Hernandez Noyola, Graciela Guadalupe Hernandez Saldivar, Julia Francis Herring, Haley Herring Newborn, Jade Hershey Brown, Caitlin Hinckley, Noah Hingston Jr., Hey Man Yinin, Tina Ho, Ashley Hollis Jones, Wafa Ahmed Hamran, Michael Hung, Tuan Hung, Nakia Hopkins, Ricky Hopper, Troy Horton, Tony Isaiah, Shenshen Wang, Simon Wang, Jasmine Hudson, Araceli Ambriz Hughes, Alulia M. Hughes, Maisie Wu, Halimat Ibrahim, Ornami Idoneje, Jessica Ignacio, Nu Ishu Kumar, Vicky Ivory, Kaylin Ivy, Taylor W. Jaber, Mark D. Jackson, Anna Jackson, Taon K. Jackson, Hallie James, Gabriela Jasso, Hugo Israel Jerónimo Pablo, Ming Jiang, Jessica John, Nia Michelle Johnson, Gina Renee Johnson, Sarah Johnson, Tiffany Crystal Johnson, Stephanie Johnson Decker, Helen Elizabeth Jolly, Ashley Jones, Michelle Jones, Alicia Jones, Quintosha Jones, Terry Lynn Cayley, Thamalini Kamaraj, Wish Carliner, Alyssa Michelle Kaufman, Helena A. Kabede, Mesfin Kabede,
Henry Machel Keeling, Della Rose Keller, Caroline Mariah Kelly, Patrick D. Kennedy, Riga Khan, Hafsa Khan, Gwyneth Knutson, Jiyoung Ko, Nasima Kulagali, Idawu Kohiko, Sarah Ashley Cram, King Tong Kwang, Simon Kudos, Maya Kuntz, Catherine Monique Kwan, Liana Labraca, Lucas John Lamb, Tawan D. Lamb, Maisha Lorraine Landry, Cristel Luanza Beltran,
Yabneli Lara Rodriguez, Bobby Jean Ranga, Tony K. Lashley, Lauren Lee, Angela Ling Chow Lee, Michelle May Sing Lee, Michelle Elaine Lee Michelle Elaine, Alasia Lewis, Asia Danae Lewis, Kimberly Lewis, Terseng Lahomo, Rilan Lee, Yuan Lee, Suming Lee, Sophia Liang, Xing Ying Liang, Kuan Lao, Chang Chang Lim, Saray Lima Guadron, Summer Bree Little Cloud, Lija Lu, Fan Lu, Mingting Lu, Xiaowei Lu, Xiao Lu, Ma Asuncion Lomeli Ochoa, Robin S. London, Shanice Long, Andrea Julia Lopez, Monica Y. Lopez de Laza,
Jessica Concepcion Lopez Cordova,
Joanna Lorenzo Mendoza, Shayana Spring Love, Jacqueline Lowe, Gregory Lowry, Christina Lozano, Kwang Li Lu, Sa Hu Lu, Se Hu Lu, Suzanne Tres Lundquist, Maggie Healy McRae, Carmen Madrid, Alexis Magalins, Priscilla Magana, Enrico Maglala, Julie May, Marla May Maiden, Juvie Manansala, Anna Manzanares Mendoza, Manuel Maravilla,
Evangelia Marco,
Iris Angelica Martin Mendoza, Jessica Martin Pablo, Molly Martinez, Ricardo Martinez, Olga Martinez New, Shukriya Marzi, Shanina Carl Mask, Jaleesa Mason, Maik Matrazo, Olga Christina Mateus Martin, Bahare Matanizadeh, Arias Myra, Corinne Mazarigos, Anya McFadden, Jessica McGuire, Mariana Medeiros, Olga Dolores Media Zepeda, Jesus Eduardo Medina Sanchez, Maria Mejia, Beverly Mejia, Melissa Melchner, Sofia Melendez, Gabriela Mendez Garcia, Yasina Menevar, Lynette Meredith Robinson,
Jennifer Stephanie Moreno,
Cynthia Ann Merriman, Sonia Denise Merritt, Natalie Marie Mestaraz, Emily Milot, Veronica Miranda, Kimberly Miranda Camarillo, Tunis Yahya Mohammed, Fazil Mohammed, Alexa Moise, Kayla Monnery, Maria Elizabeth Montoya, Jeanette Moore,
Anaya Moore,
Bailey Moore, Adaf McQuebble, Mariah Elena Moraya, Leslie Mora Pozos, Jasmine Marie Moran, Laura Elena Moreno, Sahida Morchet, Tajane Moss, Joaquim Mulamba, Joel Ramos Muñez, Anna Muñez, Guadalupe Muñez Rodriguez, Sanaya Munoz Armendariz, Lindsay Murray, Ja Sang Nan, Mohammed Nato, Rafael Navarro, Brianna Nyler Bradley, Kyle Neptune Salisbury, Haley Huang Go, Vin Nguyen, Bien Nguyen, Angelina Lin Nguyen, Don Nguyen, Kevin Nguyen, Lin Nguyen, Mark Van Min Nguyen Jr., Arfan Nazaire, Sean Noriega, Junavim Abea Cora, Daniel Avino Afueno, Evelyn Aguora, Griselda Carolina Oliveras, Rosa Amelia Olives, Lindsay Olney Bell, Rocio Fernanda Jeretha, Marlo S. Ornales, Santiago Ortega Gonzalez, Kelsey Ortiz, Shemaya Selhe Othman, Jiaming Oyu, Robert Owen, Jennifer Ozun Juarez, Sonia Noela Padilla Castillo, Mark Anthony Palomar II, Ma Victoria Panaligan, Daisy Diana Paredes, Samoon Parks, Marina Payton, Christopher Emmanuel Picot Kirkpatrick, Michael George Picot Kirkpatrick, Kayla Petir, Aaron N. Pelto, Olga Perez, Myra Alejandra Perez Lavena, Sergio Perez Lopez, Rebecca Ann Perrine, Cook Pham, Thao Pham, Cindy Pham, Trang Hong Bao Pham, Thao Thin Pham, Trang Min Pham, Kaiser Phoenix, Alma Pedreras, Hannah Jane Patet, Athena Palawa, Maria Fatima Pounce, Marqueta Pavoma, Molly Ann Powell, Jazz X Powell Loggins, Leticia Presado, Manuel Presado Miguel, Ilante Monique Pringle, Angelina Prophet, Sophia Radchik, Sandaz Rafik, Lisbeth Ramirez, Sylvia Naomi Ramos, Alyssa Ramos, Rihanna Ramos, Sandra Yaneth Rayo Cortez, Rose Rekezmi, Meseret Radet, Tatiana Redcook, Lisa E. Reed,
Alice Rice Mello, Taylor Richard, Jessica Rinaldi, Dominique Danae Ringgold, Myra Rios Trujillo, Kaleem Rislin, Davina Rivas, Elise Rivera, Wendy Rivera Moreno, Andrea Robles, Daniela Roca, Vanessa Rodriguez, Jessica Rodriguez,
Angeles Guadalupe Rodriguez Buenrostro,
Angelina Rojas, Linda Roman, Manuel Chavez Romero, Leslie Nicole Rufiner, Tamra Rosado, Joel Rosado, Michelle Rostenpour, Philip Rosa, Karina Ruelas, Cynthia G. Ruiz Robledo, Hayat Sayad, Sabrina Sablan, Sharifa Sadeh, Melissa Seychow, Sadeya Ali Saeed, Khadija Sako, Naira Saleh, Hussein Saleh, Pamela J. Samuels, Crystal Sanchez, Maricruz Sanchez, Jasmine Sanchez Hernandez, Myra A. Sanchez Quintana, Michelle Sanders, Corey Sanford, Heidi Santos, Jacqueline Saravia, Joy Saseri, Raftavan Sesomba, Fue Sepan, Wendy Segura, Odith Joy C, Ona Mile Sine, Mauricio Ernesto Serrano, Sabine Shazad, Bertie Sanya, Amariana Renee Sharp, Kiwen Shen, Yakub Shifra, Vanya Shumate, Rihan Siddiqui, Marlene Silva, Fernanda Silva, Catherine Elise Small, Danielle Nicole Smith, Jennifer Lynn Smith, Joanna Joaquin Smith, Flor Soberanis, Liakena Ashele Sok, Nicole Soriano, Dominic Sylvan Sykes, Kaylee Stallmeyer, Esther Steele, Maya Jen Stewart, Nancy Sue, Isabel Sullivan, Jiamin Sun,
Sumaya Talib, Cindy Tataj,
Trina Lorraine Talton, Alan Tam,
Tome Tavares, Alasia Jamis Teague, Samia Turkmani, Elmetshe Tizazu, Wilewan Themaraj, Rasila Thapa, Whitney K. Thomas, Sunbun Kim Tibian, Malika Tigracha, Miriam Elizabeth Slachi, Deba Tuki, Reese Francesco Townsend, Lee Drum, Dao Tron, Luciano Trejo, Juan D. Trin, Dale Trump, Sean Na T. Trong, Sani Trong, Yordanos Segagi, Mio Subata Gonzalez, Colleen Marie Timinaro,
Ropisha Turner, Gizem Ailem Urak, Roderick Uribe, Oyiye Princess Uwakwe, Abubakar Urarajie, Maria Vaca, Tofa Velia, Samantha Vang, Maria Valencia, Natalie Vasquez, Justa Vega, Melissa Vega, Beverly Velasco, Maria Esther Velasco, Rosa Velasquez, Diana Velasquez, Faith Valoria, Ryan Ventura, Alicia Ventura, Itzail Ventura Baragan, Melvin James Vieira Jr., Melissa Villacarte, Jennifer Villalobos, Claudia Villalobos Franco, Noreen Q. Villarruel, Jenny Vo, Fung Phi Kim Vo, Ebony Princess Walton, Yun Young Wang, Lekpa Wangmo, Tira Ward, Carmen Warren, Janelle Christine Warren, Jordan Washington, Shauna Florence Watson, Rihanna Watts, Amber Webb, Nia Weber, Kristen Welch Spencer, Logan Matthew Went Bowie, Eve Wheatley, Dejanique White, Lauren Wilkinson, Belinda Sheree Williams, Tina Williams, Shalisa L. Williams, Christina Williams, Paviana Wilson, Jasmine Wilson, Amber Wilson, Na Win, Esther Winkelmeyer, Yan Yi Wong, Caitlin Wong, Brittany Wright, Vanessa Wu, Adrian Wyckoff, Zio Z, Kaya Ziong, Kyuzu Ziong, Kingmian Zhu, Tiffany Yan, Jeyu Yang, Tenzin Yang Chen, Isaiah Yazi, Yared Yemain, Biang Yi, Yodit Yishak, Samayat Johannes, Kaifeng Yu, Yu Sing Yu, Connie Na Yu, Andrew Yuen, Sophia Zayden, Brenda Zamora, Eric Zaragoza Marquez, Angel Zarate, Eugene Zhang, Zinping Zhang, Kamei Zhao, Ting Jian Zhao, Minglei Zhao, Brianna Zinnerman.
Class of 2022, please stand. President Johnson, it is my privilege to report that the candidates assembled have qualified for degrees and certificates by successfully completing curricula offered by Merritt College and have been recommended by the faculty to be awarded appropriate degrees and certificates in recognition of their accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority granted by the state of California and of the powers vested in me by the Peralta Community College District Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon you, the graduates of the class of 2022, the degrees and certificates certified by the Vice President of Instruction, deans, and faculty with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. My congratulations to you all. It is now time to move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we congratulate and present to you the Merritt College graduating class of 2022.